Hello everybody, Stringfellow here. Today we're going to be playing Smite. Smite is a Moba like Dota or like League of Legends, except that it is a third-person perspective. Almost kind of like a first-person shooter, but in third-person perspective. It's controlled with the WASD movement keys, and every shot is a skill shot. It's not just a click and spam your attacks. Every shot is a skill shot, and I find it to be similar enough to a first-person shooter that I'm comfortable playing it. I like the perspective, the viewpoint, and the mechanics of the MOBA itself are still intact. So today I'm going to be playing Mercury, a god that I'm not very good with because it's melee-based, but I'm going to be playing Mercury Jungle, and I will try to explain a few things along the way as we move forward. The jungle is the area. You can see the mini-map in the upper right corner here. The jungle is the area between the lanes, and it contains jungle buffs for things like mana and movement speed and power. And it also contains creep camps where there be like mid-harpies, these harpies, where you can attack and kill them to get extra points. So I've got 4 abilities here. Every god has 4 basic abilities plus a toggle perhaps. This is a Hand of Gods, which helps with jungle, and I can explain more about that later. And then I've got health pots for sustain. So what I want to do first is get this red buff. So I use an ability to help initiate the contact, and I use the Hand of Gods to inflict damage upon the target, and then I manually punch the target until I achieve his death. And you can see the Boomba's mask here restored some of the health after I killed the jungle camp, but my health is going to be an issue early on because these guys are pretty squishy at early levels, especially Mercury. He is not a brawler. He is a hit and run specialist, and he doesn't get big until mid to late game. But once he gets big, he can do some serious damage. He's kind of a glass cannon in that he'll get in the middle of a team fight and he'll die very quickly. But if he can get in that team fight, sometimes he can hit you once, twice, 3 times, and bam, you're dead. Okay, now I'm going to hit the ability again, and then I have a new ability. The second one allows me to have increased attack and movement speed for a very short duration. The first ability is a damaging ability. The second one is a supplemental ability that allows me to, while I'm doing damage, to accelerate the pace of that. Alright, so now I have the red buff, which is the damage buff, and here you can see it does 20% plus 10 magical power and 5 physical power. So I'm using that to help me clear faster, because that's the only power item I have at this stage in the game, because I don't have enough gold to get the starting items and a power item beyond Bumba's mask, excuse me. So I'm going to kill this other jungle camp. Boom. But my health is only half, and that is a concern. Now, what I'm doing is I'm playing a mode called Conquest Roam, which you use to practice your skills. Especially, it's very good for jungling, because I want to learn the routes, learn the timings. Now, I hit my Hand of God here because I wanted to clear that camp quickly. And by doing so, my health shot up, because I didn't have to expend a lot of violent energy fighting it and combating it. I went up there, and instead of using it only on a stronger jungle buff minion, I used it on a small camp. Now the mid camps are harpies, but there's only 2 of them, and they have more health and more damage that they can do than a standard camp. Now one of the roles that a jungler does normally is these blue buffs. You'll see them here. These are mana buffs. These are provided to people that are in these lanes because it gives them sustain. So one of my jobs is to initiate and take this thing out so that they can have their blue buff. They just whip around into the lane, or out of the lane into this area, and then they grab the blue buff. Now hopefully I won't die here. Holy mackerel. There we go, see? So I'm weak early game, but now there's a blue buff that if this was a human, he would come around, pick it up, so that he could have lane sustain. That means he can stay in lane longer, and doesn't have to back out, which means the person cannot advance as easily and take his tower out. Wow, this guy is a bad bot. So I'm going to just pop over in lane here and just... Oh boy. That's a damaging mage right there. That's Anubis. So, he's on my team, luckily, otherwise he probably would have killed me. As I go through the jungle, I'm getting gold. You can see that the standard gold is 3 gold per second, which is, I still think it's kind of slow. But you enhance that by attacking these jungle camps. And as you get kills, you get gold for those kills. And you get experience for those kills as well. And it gets you up to level 5, level 6, level 7. Now, level 5 is normally a key level in this game, because it is the level where, if you wish to, you can start using your ult, which is your 4th ability in this case. And your ultimate is an overpowering ability that can have a very strong impact. Now, I'm going to hit the button to go back to base, and I can buy now. I have 1,600 gold. I'm going to buy an item. This is called Combat Boots. Basically, I want to get up to this one, Warrior Tapping. So I've got 1,000. I bought Tier 2. Tier 1 only gives movement speed. Tier 2 gives physical power, attack speed, and double the movement speed. Excuse me. And Tier 3 will give the Warrior Tabai 30 physical power, 9% attack speed, and 18% movement speed. But it also gains a passive, which is a supplemental ability at the Tier 3 level. You gain 15 physical penetration. So I need about 400 more gold, roughly, to achieve that level. So I'm just going to go back to the jungle, and I'm going to farm. Now, with Mercury, I personally don't feel that comfortable excuse me, doing ganking, which is helping to supplement an attack on the lane of my my players, until I have achieved completion of the next item, which is called the Golden Bow. And that is a damage item. Pardon me, allergy season. It's a damage item that I can use that has special characteristics that have very good synergy with this particular god. And if I can get that item, it makes him much more effective. Alright, now here I see an opportunity. I'm going to... Oh, he already got him, didn't he? Yeah. Alright, I got the assist. You can see here, I got an assist by helping him kill that. But it was an obvious opportunity for me to help him without taking too much damage, because the other person's health was low, and he was out of position, meaning he was placing himself in a vulnerable part of the map, where he could be easily targeted and effectively targeted. Alright, now I'm just roaming the jungle here. My half of the jungle generally is the lower part of the jungle. This is normally the typical safe part of the jungle, where the enemy team, let me get this, the enemy team in the upper right hand corner, up here this is their jungle. Down here this is my jungle, and then the mid camps are the point that we contend over. That's the point of contention. We fight over those. And sometimes people that are really aggressive do a very good job of zoning us out and preventing us from being part of the solution and getting those camps taken. Normally the middle players... Oops, I picked that buff up by mistake. That was not what I intended to do. Normally you want to just drop that. Alright, I want to see if I can help out here. Alright, I point him in this... I think I got him. Oh, well, she got him. That's fine, though. That's fine. You know, it's just an assist, and it gives me gold. Not as much, but that's fine. I'm here to help the team. I'm not here to be a carry. In other words, I'm not here to lead the team in kills. I'm here to help them. Especially this woe. I'm not going to take that chance, because I'm squishy against that hunter that's coming. Alright, so I've done 2 times I've engaged a target on behalf of the person in that lane, and it's been successful. Now I'm going to take a risk here and take a peek and see what's going on. Okay, now Ao Kuang, the enemy god, is not here yet, so I'm going to use this opportunity to attack this tower a little bit until I see them coming, and then I'm going to run away so that I don't die. Now see, he's coming, so I gotta go. I know it's a chicken move, but I don't want to be here because I'm not big enough to take him out yet. But I did a little tower damage. I helped out pushing the lane, and that's kind of what I do. Until I hit a higher level, then I don't feel comfortable, like I said, going in there and actually initiating on a semi-vulnerable target. Okay, so I still have the blue buff, which I didn't mean to get. Normally I would get either the red damage buff or the movement speed buff. I accidentally picked this one up because, well, I'm a noob, and I'm not that terribly good at optimizing my performance when I'm trying to talk. Blah, blah, blah. That's what you get for waking up early in the morning and trying to do something right with the world. Here we go. I'm just going to move him out of the way. Ooh, I missed completely. He did his dash at the same time I did my dash. Oh, he